Hi, hello, good morning, afternoon, whatever time it is for you. I'm Isa and I kind of want to go through my bag today. Sounds kind of boring, but I really enjoy these videos and I thought it'd be really fun to do one myself. Currently, I'm not going to school anymore. I just finished my year. I'm currently doing vacation, so I don't really have like my school bag with me with my like laptop and like everything of that. No school books, no like pencil case and anything. So it's not like a huge bag, it's like the small bag that I just kind of always use when I need to take like all of my stuff with me, because I do have a lot of stuff. Not always do I carry everything with me, it depends on the occasion. Obviously if I'm going to dinner I'm not going to be carrying a book, but in general when I'm just going out I usually have most of the stuff with me. This is the bag that I own. It's quite big, that's why I like it, but it's still like, not that you're carrying like a shopping bag with you, you know what I mean? I'm not quite sure from what brand it is. I read that somewhere. Oh yeah, right here. It's from Esprit. I think I thrifted it. I don't know. It's really comfortable. It's quite a common brand, I think. But I don't know. Let's just get into it because, yeah. So the basics, like the things I always kind of have with me are obviously my passport. I have a passport. I don't have like an ID card. In the Netherlands, you can have both, but I did that years ago because I wanted to travel to England and it was necessary to have a passport back then. It still is actually. I don't know why I said back then. But yeah, so this is the one that I have. I just have a cover. I got this from Primark I think years ago because I just needed a quick one and I've never really changed it. So my passport. Same goes for this. This is my wallet. I actually stole this from my sister not that long ago. It has my first letter on it because she couldn't find hers. She was like, oh, I could take yours then because, you know, it looks quite nice, you know. You can say whatever you want about it, but it looks quite nice. So this one's also, I think, from Primark. So in the back, you can just put a bunch of your card. I don't really have that many, luckily. You know, but my important ones usually go in the big bun. You can put something in front. I usually put like receipts and everything there. I'm not really sure what this one is from. Oh, right. From Top Vintage, when I got my vintage clothing. And then your money and all, I really usually just put in like the little zipper thing. It's really cute, simple, and very thin, which I need. I had a wallet before this one that was this size, but it was like quite thick. And eventually that just, I couldn't deal with it anymore. And then, obviously, I always have my keys. I don't really have all my keys on here. But I usually have it hooked onto a carabiner. I think it's easier because I switch out my keys all the time, switch out my charms all the time. I don't know, I hook it onto my pants a lot as well. It's just a lot easier. And then I have this keychain from like years and years and years ago. I'm not quite sure where it's from, but again, with my letter on it, I just love it. I think it's really cute. I don't necessarily believe in the evil eye, but I got it from a friend or a family member, I believe, so I do think it's important to keep it, and maybe it has some use after all. And then this is actually kind of a joke. So I have a pencil case with practically everything in it that I need that's like girly necessities or chronically ill necessities. And I used to have this like Avengers pencils case that I got when I was like a teenager. Though I think I was younger actually. Yeah, I was younger. I was in primary school if I was correct. And I just kept it because it's like big, you know, it's big, you know, and it's just plasticky and it's great. And then it kind of broke and I was like joking to my parents. I was like, no, I'm gonna have to get rid of it. And they bought me another one. So there's a couple of things in here. I'm not going to show everything because that's kind of uncomfortable, but you know, pads, an extra pair of underwear. I also always have a hand sanitizer on me. I find, you know, even nowadays you just need it so much with everywhere you're going, and I get sick really frequently at this point. I don't know why, it's just this past year has been chaotic, so cleaning up after myself is just really important, so I always have that with me. You know, something for my nose. My nose is full of gross stuff, you know. Always a bunch of plasters in here. For your nose. It's really nothing special. And then a bunch of pills, which I'm not going to show you because no. Just not doing that, I'm sorry. I think those are most of my necessities. Then we get on to the more fun stuff, I suppose. First thing I always have on me is my blue light glasses. So these ones, they're very simple. I don't know how much I believe in blue light glasses. It's very complicated. I personally, I have horrible migraines and just general headaches like 4 or 5 times a week. Looking at a laptop screen is quite literally not what you want to be doing for hours when you've got that. But as someone who goes to school and especially works behind their laptop a lot, it's just not feasible to not do this. And I found that wearing them can help prevent my migraines and my normal headaches getting worse and worse. It just usually also makes my eyes a little less tired. Or like I've always kind of said, it was like, it doesn't like prevent it. It doesn't erase what's going on. It just doesn't make it worse. And that's literally all I need when you don't really have anything that can fix those things. So having blue light glasses is just always really handy. I really like these. I don't know. I don't really care what they look like. I just have to use them. We then come on to Miffy. This is one that my sister had. It's a notebook. And usually I just write things I kind of like have to do. This is my commonplace book. You might have heard of that. I just always carry it with me. I'm a writer, so I get a lot of ideas for writing. I make a lot of videos. I just love photography and videography, so I do that a lot. I write those ideas in here. Sometimes there are things I have to do, things I have to look into, you know, on the internet. I do that here. Sometimes there are books I want to buy, sometimes friends tell me funny things that I want to remember, things like that. Usually, always, I just write in this one. It's just really handy. It's quite small, as you can see. It's just for my hand. It's not that thick. I got this from my sister, I think 2 years ago when I started my internship, and I needed somewhere to like put a bunch of my shit. I put that in here. So, always handy. Would recommend a commonplace notebook to everyone. This is a pen. It's nothing really special. I really like these types of pens. For some reason, they always write very well. And I like the thicker ones. Like a couple of years ago, when I was still in like a different university, I started writing with these pens, you know, that have like different colours in them. And I kind of got used to that one because the other ones, they were done. The ink was up and I just didn't buy a new one. And I had one, so these thicker ones are the ones I really like because my hand just takes onto them very well. Also, I learned how to write incorrectly and no one in school corrected me when they were teaching me how to do it, which is really irritating because now my hand gets tired of writing after like 2 minutes, which is crazy because I write a lot and I paint a lot and I draw a lot, but it's just really annoying because, you know, most people hold it like this or some form like that. I don't. I hold it like this, which really starts hurting like right here. It's really annoying. Anyway, fun fact. This is from the university I will be attending, so that one's really handy. Also, sometimes I write it in the back of my hand. Thank you, Mom, for teaching me that. Is that healthy? No, I don't care. But for the commonplace notebook, this one's absolutely great. Then we get on to what signature perfume I'm wearing at that day. I just picked this one quickly because that's what I'm wearing currently a lot. It's summer. I'm usually one for quite heavy scents. You know, spices, vanilla, tobacco. Those are my favourite. But in the summer, I like to do something different. And I have one that looks like an apricot base. And this one is a cherry base. And I definitely think it smells like black cherries the most. But this is quite literally the sweetest scent I've had in a while. And I love sweet scents. You know, when I started with like wearing perfume, I loved sweet scents. They're my favourite type to wear in the summer. So this one was great because I usually have cherry ones. I tried them out, but they usually smell too overpowering from others, or they smell very artificial. This one is pure black cherries in my opinion. Literally nothing else. I don't smell anything else. It's just black cherries. It's so delicious. I absolutely love it. So that's mainly what I've been wearing recently. That or the apricot one. Yeah, love it. Oh, also a good recommendation if you like sweet ones but heavier. Poison Girl from Dior is really good. Almost completely empty, that one. That's that. Then we have lip products. I don't really usually take any other type of makeup with me. Sometimes, if necessary, in the summer months, I will take like powders with me because I'm a very sweaty girl. I'm a very sweaty girl, but I am very dry. Like, I have very dry skin, so powder just doesn't really go well with it. So usually I don't really use it, so I don't really have it on me. But lipstick I always have with me. So these are some of the basic ones I kind of always have. This is my signature red lipstick. It's from Besame Cosmetics. It's Victory Red. You know, it's beautiful, it's lovely. It's quite literally my favourite. It's a cool toned red and I'm very cool toned. So I love this. Obviously I do a lot of vintage stuff. So this is just my regular go-to. If I'm not doing vintage stuff, you can usually find me in this one. This is the... which one is this? I have no idea which one this is. Oh, 11, In the Mood. I love this one. It's like a sticky, push it up like at the bottom. Push it up. It's just really comfortable. I like darker shades better on my skin. I think they just look better than those pinky red ones. I don't know. I really love this one. Then I have this Pout Bomb in Peachy. It's just a really cute lip gloss. It's pinky. It works with everything basically. That one I usually always have on me as well. And then just a simple like lip gloss tube. Nothing special. This one's from Revolution. I got this in a Christmas one, I think. So I'm not really sure if you can get it still. But yeah, absolutely love this one. So yeah. And then the last thing I have is the current book I'm reading. I'm currently reading Anatomy from Dana Schwartz. I'm not yet sure what to think of it. I'm 100 pages in. I think quite literally I'm just on page 100. I don't know what to think of it yet. It says a love story, but I'm not really getting that 100 pages in. Like, these characters barely have interacted, and there's only like 330 pages or something. And I'm not really that big into romance at the moment. I love a good romance book, please do not get me wrong. But recently I've been very disappointed. It's just... it feels like fast fashion in books recently with the romances, so I'm really upset about that. So I thought a book like this might cheer me up, because it's not just romance. It's also other things, like girl, this is 1817, I don't know if you can read it on the back here, but this girl, she's like really into like anatomy. She really wants to get into surgery. She can't really, because obviously it's 1817 in Edinburgh, so she can't. But I love it. And then she meets this guy, and he's like, I don't know what he's called. He's kind of like a grave robber. I don't remember what they call themselves. But yeah, really like it up until so far, but I don't get romance. And I don't really get the scenery, which is usually what I love about books that take place in like older times. So yeah, currently reading this. I've also got this one in it. It's a feather on the other end. I have another one of this one. And it just has this flower. It's just really cute, I don't know. That's the very last thing I have in my bag. So, welcome to my bag. This is just usually what I have in like my everyday type of bag. If I'm going shopping, if I'm going just out to my friends or something like that, if I'm taking the train somewhere or anything like that, that's usually what I have with me. Yeah, because my school bag looks completely different. Well, certain things I have, you know, like I said, the signature things have to be in it. But certain things I just do not take with me at all. Yeah, those are the things I usually have with me. So, yay! I hope you have a really nice day and do something with it that you love.